today. From SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Justin Tucker. It's a special Halloween presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10.
So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section, where the columnists write, possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave what game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Now they try the right side here. And they'll get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's good for a Charger.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
That's good for a Charger.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd.
This is Tomlinson. And he is going to get this close to the 1st down markers. He's brought down at the Titans' 29.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and the Chargers are going to get themselves a fresh set of downs here. Right back to him on 1st down.
Another carry for the running.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Completion here to Claypool. He's in for a Charger touchdown. Chase Claypool, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. A 10-play drive that time. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles.
Gay set to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll start with the option. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 30. And all the way down to the 26. A big play that time for the Titans. 49 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 17 carries, 79 yards.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in the running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a changeup.
7 yards there and a first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Chargers 7, Titans nothing.
A first down carry for Henry. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
On the carry.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's complete right around the 8.
The pass complete to number 3.
And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line.
The Chargers take
Well,
over.
not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
This time will be intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. The disaster there, I mean, you saw it coming. The pressure gets knocked down, the interception.
Sometimes the best throw you make is the one you
don't make.
Exactly. Take care of the football. He'll also learn how to shrug his shoulders, take the proper slide steps to alleviate some of the pressure. But occasionally, like the one we just saw, sometimes just hold on to the football and take the hit.
Second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Yard line. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And right side, Henry's got it. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
7.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace.
Tackle made.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Target Claypool. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 12 more yards there and another first down.
But you talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Right side, Claypool's got it.
And all the way in for a Charger touchdown.
Chase Claypool
with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. And that makes it 14-10.
His kick is good.
So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone.
Matt Gay.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 25.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
3 yards the gain there, second down. Titans moving quickly here. They're in the hurry up. Stepping up. He's going to keep it. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll look to throw here on first down. That's complete to Turner. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And he's got it. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
Tennessee.
Nyheim Hines, his second touchdown on the season. And the Titans have once again taken the lead.
CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's kind of what we're seeing here.
And they are into field goal range now as he's got the first down at the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. You're down 3, under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
Now a handoff looking right. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Over the middle, that's caught by Claypool.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Looking to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Chase Claypool, the intended target.
And that'll bring up second down.
Incomplete. It leads to second and 10.
first down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25.
4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission.
A 41-yard attempt.
Gay's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime. Well, I know we hold off on the halftime update after all. Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Mojolion11's able to record his 5th sack of the season. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now this one complete on the slant route. He's at the 40. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
First down, Titans.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking sideline, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
1-yard attempt.
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. They don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive in the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. Boy, a curious obvious decision to go for it doesn't pan out. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Henry, about 3 yards there to the 27.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has in total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here complete. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, what, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. The Charger drive about to get going. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
Do you think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's complete. And he's going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
He's taking a good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set, and that 3-4, you got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams, but when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. On 2nd down, it's Tomlinson. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Again, it's Tomlinson. inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Good for the Chargers.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Again, the ball carrier.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target. And now it's 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutual.
Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10 and to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 12-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
3rd down.
Derrick Henry. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. The Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he's going to score! Oh, my goodness, he returns it all the way.
Brought it all the way back.
Game is tied. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
So now the Titans down 24-23. Less than 90 seconds to go. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on 1st down. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Uchenna Nwosu in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 39. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw up. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. A costly sack. They'll have to use a timeout here. And barring a defensive penalty, they'll be looking at one final play. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the game will continue for at least one more play.
Could not finish a game on a defensive penalty. That's why they get one more untimed attempt.
And he got it. He splits the uprights from 50 yards out. And the Titans are going to win the football game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Titans, they'll finish the first half of the schedule dead even at 4-4. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew,